Hey everybody, welcome. We don't want to do that. We are back on, what is it? Not Oregon. What's this map again? Oklahoma. That's where we are. Hey Ollie. Hey Talgar.
Oh, what a beautiful morning.
So we're doing something different this stream. YouTube's got this super chat thing you all may be aware of. And I've got a option, which I turned on for this stream, to basically send any super chat to a charity. So I picked the Child's Play charity, which is apparently a charity where this organization buys and sends to hospitals, I guess children's hospitals, like games, board games, electronic games, stuff like that, to I guess for kids to play and be kids while they're in the hospital. So this sounds like a pretty cool charity, right up our alley. So I thought, what better charity than it would be than to do that. What do you mean? Oh, because it's only the U.S. Delta Bravo. That's why you can't donate. They only allow you to do U.S. I think that's what I read. Yeah, not available in your region. That's what it is. Basically, if you look up Super Chat for Good, you'll get some more information on that. And I think it was U.S. only at this point. We're coming up here to Field 9 because we've got a fertilizer spreader up here. I'm going to put some fertilizer down on the ground. Well, they just launched the program, so I'm sure it will expand as they, you know, get the program better. All right, check you later, Haggard. Hey, Anthony. We got Darren, Spectre, and Raznik with us tonight. There is the spreader. It's actually got a load of lime in it from our lime production. Kind of wish it had, kind of wish it did put down on the ground, kind of like Hofbergman, the, you know, the white texture. That would be cool. Kind of wish this map had that white, that add-on that put like the white texture down when you put fertilizer down. Or put lime down, it would be cool.
There's compost ready too, if you wanted to try it.
And 9, because I found this fertilizer spreader up here.
Yeah, I've been kind of parking stuff where things need to be done.
Well, I'm doing pretty good, Anthony. How about you doing? Anthony says, how's everybody doing tonight?
Splendid.
Wonderful, thank you. So how do you do the super chat stuff?
The There should be a button somewhere. It's a green button. Let's see here. Let's go. It's a green button. No, that's not it. Let's see here. No. No, that's not it. That's for something else. So at the bottom, right below the chat is like a heart. It's made out of two people, two hands shaking. So at the bottom, right below the chat is that's the donate super chat for good. Click that, and you pick your amount. You pick the amount that's already chosen there. Click that. Type in your own amount. Type a message if you want. That'll show up in chat. You hit donate and send. Type in your own amount. But I had gotten a notice about it a couple weeks ago that there were some, I guess some of their bigger streamer partners were launching it. That it was slowly going to be rolled out to more and more content creators. And I went in today to figure out how to do a couple things in stream, and I saw this super chat for good option. Like, oh, let's pick that. Let's start doing that because it sounds pretty cool. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, Anthony.
Yeah, this is really neat.
They had
right back.
They had a ton of charities, so I was like, oh. Heard about this one on Humble Bundle one time, so I'm like, that one on. How's Delta doing tonight? Any better? Anybody else playing Oklahoma? We may have run into an issue with the animals. We bought 50 cows and 50 sheep the other day after our stream on Tuesday, actually. So Tuesday night after the stream, we bought 50 cows and 50 sheep. And Wednesday, the map was nothing but unstable. I mean, I had to restart it probably like 4 times. People would say it just was sitting at connecting, couldn't actually connect. It was freezing on them, all kinds of problems. So Wednesday night, last night before our South Mountain Creamery stream, I logged in and sold the animals as a test. And the map's been pretty solid since. Only had one issue, and that was when I was trying to customize a tractor, and it hung everything up. So that was obviously a tractor issue. I've since sold that tractor. So I think we're gonna have to figure out, was it the sheep or was it the cows? Oh, thank you, Raznik, for the donation to Child's Play. Any new mods? No, I haven't added any new mods to the server, Adam. What I did do, or what we will be doing, is we're going to experiment a little bit with animals. Probably after this stream, I'll buy 50 cows and see what happens. If the server is crazy unstable tomorrow, then we'll sell those cows off and we'll know that the cows are doing something.
Alright, there you go.
Oh, you weren't here when I said thank you for the donation to Child's Play.
Yes, no problem.
if the cows are okay, then we kind of know it may have been the sheep. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll buy 50 cows after this stream and see if the server starts to crap out again.
Gotcha.
And if it does, we know it's the cows. We'll get rid of them.
And maybe try pigs.
Yeah. But either way, we can put the manure in.
If you just want to do that instead of animals, that's fine.
Because the cows aren't going to make enough manure for the greenhouse's fertilizer production. So Adam, we're thinking about adding the manure buy point in as a mod, and I'll probably put that Fleagle overload station in.
We got plenty of bales made though.
The Fleagle overload station, because
I've just been selling them all.
there is a issue with, well, it's not really an issue. Up here at the lime facility, we can't put in.
There isn't a fertilizer production that takes straw as an input.
We can't put in. We can't put
Nope.
this thing under the lime because it's too tall.
It takes manure and liquid manure.
Thank you, Darren, for a Child's Play donation. It's outstanding.
Way to go, Darren.
My pleasure.
Hey, AJ. So that I don't know if you all have seen that Fleagle overload thing.
Mm-mm.
It's a fairly new mod. I think Nick did a mod video on it. It's mobile,
I know
and you unfold it, and it's got like a conveyor or something on it. So you dump your stuff in, and it conveyors it up. So I think it would work, because you said this fertilizer spreader doesn't go under the lime, because you got to open the door from the top. Yeah, we could trailer dump into that thing and then drive this underneath of it and just fill it right up.
That'll work.
What's AJ doing today? So, no, there isn't production that does straw and digestate or anything and makes manure. While the map, I think, is based on Stevie's starter map, when it's got some of his production in it, they didn't put that component in. In fact, the BGA is pretty standard. I do like that ice cream. No. There's a creamery map that would be interesting. Have ice cream on.
Adding that to it.
Oh, that sounds like too much work.
So what would you have to do? Pull it off and try to reinstall it?
You'd have to export not only the ice cream plant, but you'd have to export the sugar plant. And probably the milk one that makes cream, I think. 'Cause I forget what the ice cream place takes. Then you'd have to add all those, and the XML is fill types, I think. I don't really know how to do it. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
If it's the same one that's on Mavericks, I think it's cream, sugar, and it's either cardboard or pallets.
I thought about messing with it and dumbing it down so it doesn't need all that stuff.
I think on this one, no, I don't think anything takes the wood products. I think all the wood products auto sell. Except, no, the barrels don't, I don't think.
Let's see here. Where's the ice cream? Ice cream.
I can't remember.
Ice cream. See ice cream. So there's a plant that takes milk, makes butter pellets and cream.
Gotcha. That's the dairy, probably.
Then there's a plant that takes cream and sugar, makes ice cream pellets.
Yeah.
Take milk, cream, and sugar and make ice cream pellets.
Yeah, we need sugar for, I think, for biscuits and the bakery too, I think.
Something selling.
Sugar, oats, biscuit, butter. Sugar, oats, butter, and flour. Get biscuit pellets.
Gotcha.
Do you have any oats?
51 is all oats. I just haven't harvested it because I was gonna wait for the other stuff. Bread factory, I put flour in it. I think all we need on it is sugar and water.
Yeah,
Must be sweet bread.
put flour in the biscuits.
And I know we have some crop in the silo. I can't remember what's in there. I think there's Milo in there.
Rye, because I tried rye at the seed place.
There's another seed. There's another seed place down at the Compost Master. It's different.
Yeah, that one takes grain and dry fertilizer, I think, and makes seed. You would put like wheat or barley in there, and then dry fertilizer, because there's also a fertilizer plant down there which takes manure and liquid manure, but if we don't have anything making liquid manure, then we can't really use that one.
Soy plant.
Does it make... Oh, it does make slurry.
We have 3,000 liters of milk.
Adam, are you going to join us tonight? We got plenty of room. And just for Spectre's fun, we bought a Scorpion King and a log trailer, and a nice black and yellow semi.
Nice.
Now, why did you do that just for me? Because you hate logging?
No, because you asked if we had a Scorpion. Thanks for the sub, BDP304.
I sat in the harvester and started doing sunflower.
That's fine.
When you get done, Spectre, let me know. I'll help you get all the wood stuff up and running. If you want to cut, I'll deliver.
It's gonna be a while on 16 here. It's a big field. We need sunflower anywhere?
I think it's straight up sell. I don't think anything needs it.
Different bakery mod, huh?
Yeah.
No vegetable oil plant or anything?
Not that I found anywhere. Could be wrong, but
I don't remember one of those. Just greenhouses. That's compost. They deliver compost up to there if you have it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking what production might take sunflowers, but doesn't look like there's any.
I mean, most of the production's up there in town in the north. Other than the soy plant, the flour mill, seed fertilizer production at the bottom, the compost master at the bottom. Refinery, brewery. This is kind of up there, centralized to that northeast corner. I do like the dirt on this one.
me too. Probably not starting, because you start out with 2 million and nothing, if I remember right.
Well, actually, it depends on difficulty level. So there was a post in American Eagles modding that was related to, or somewhere there was information about if you got a specific error on the multiplayer server, it said you might need to comment out the money section in the mod map Lua script. And in the mod map Lua script, it's got different starting money for different difficulty levels. Because this is the same guy that did Clover Creek. Clover Creek had like 5 million for easy and 3 million or something for normal and 2 million for hard or something. So he had the same variable starting money this map. So if you start on easy, you start with a lot more money.
Thinking about doing a single player and start out as just with the straw harvest. That's all I can start with. So buy all the equipment to do that and use these hay fields, and then that'll be how I start. Then I'll build up from there. But I always say I'm gonna play single player, but I never do.
Never get around to single player anymore.
Not much. No.
Well, we got the bunker leveled and compacted and covered last night.
Nice.
Just after midnight.
But that's say probably took a good half hour.
Darren hung out and smashed it down real good. 870 some thousand liters. I put it in chat. Discord.
Yeah, I read that today. It's pretty good. Yeah, I was passing out in my chair. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm being real helpful here with the tractor saying light compaction.
We got enough up on top eventually that I could just take the wheel loader up there and just spin in circles. I stopped once I got a little dizzy. Drove up and down a little bit, and then I did it again. Did make me wonder in real life, how do they know when it's done? When it's compacted enough and it's ready to cover, do they just say, all right, we're done driving on it? It's good.
I'd say that's a lot of it. I watched a YouTube video where they did not corn silage, but processed corn, dried corn. So they used a harvester and harvested the corn kernels. Then they milled it and put it in a bunker, ran over it and covered it just like silage. And they feed that to the cows. I guess it makes like a meal, like a cow meal or a corn meal.
Well, there's that CCM mod, corn cob mix or whatever, but I thought that was designed around pigs. Take some special mod that does something with corn, but also puts cobs in it. Hey, K-State. Hey, BDP. Thanks for the sub there, buddy. You're from Oklahoma. It's a new map, came out last week. Thought we'd give it a go. Pack it till it's not spongy, huh? That's kind of what I wanted to do on this map, is to put silage in those bunkers that are covered, look like covered wagons.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they're supposed to look like covered wagons, but they kind of look like covered wagons to me. Oh, thanks for the sub, K-State.
Let me wrap these silage bales up and I pick up the rest of this grass, put it in there.
It's kind of why I planted the clover. I wanted to see what it looked like, and two, with that crop mowing mod, we should be able to mow it and it'll probably be grass, and we can just dump that in.
Do we want to sell this sunflower or store it?
I don't think we need it for anything, do we, Corey?
Sell it if you want, or if you want to just store it and wait till you get the whole field done. Convoy a couple trailers up. Farmers market's $1,060 for sunflowers. Best price at the moment. Dirty Tractor says you just pack the silage until it doesn't feel spongy. You're like, it's good enough.
Makes sense.
It's right, BDP. I'm enjoying that map also. Not just because I kind of grew up in the same county, but it just feels very very natural. for a rural town area. Driving through those back roads that are real narrow and covered and lined with trees and everything. Let's see here, what else we got? It's fertilizer. I had a little bit of a planting accident on field 1. The hired helper.
You got a striped field?
No, it kind of... It's planting field 2, and for some reason took a left turn and jumped two planter widths and started planting over top of the soybeans on field 1 with clover. Well, you know what? We can put alfalfa in this field now. Let's go do that. That's what we're gonna do.
Clover, we gotta get the bee pack in here then.
What?
The bee pack. The bee pack mod.
Pack it.
It's the carpenter shop that builds the beehives and you make honey.
The slow bee.
Oh, slow bee. What's that got to do with clover?
What do you think most of the honey is made from? Clover honey. From clovers.
It just came from random pollen that's back. That's kind of some of the, I guess that's kind of some of the fun with maps that have extra crops, is to plant them just to see what the...
So we don't have alfalfa planted either, I don't think.
I'm getting ready to put it in field 6. Or 9 or whatever I just fertilized.
Gotcha.
Probably could have took that road.
Pictures are different, which is, I always enjoy that part.
Yeah, the harvested wheat and barley looks real cool. It's kind of tall. Waves, flows around.
Every time I do these square silage bales, I think of marshmallows. The round ones especially.
BDP, have you seen
This McHale is slow.
have you seen Willow River Farms for FS17? It's got clover, or not clover, it's got alfalfa, and you can mow the alfalfa and put it in a bunker and use it for silage. Your reference to alfalfa. You might want to check out that map.
That
Willow
you had to plant alfalfa.
Willow River Farms. It's over at
grass.
PCSG.
Like you couldn't cut any of the grass. You actually had to plant alfalfa.
Yeah, that's before that green mow or before the crop mowing thing came out. That was kind of, if you had some different form of grass, then the regular grass became one of those indestructible foliage layers. So it's over at PCSG, Willow
Yeah, that was on
River
Autumn Oak.
Farms.
That's right. Yep.
And actually, Darren, who is in chat with us, is the author of that particular map. It is a Goldcrest Valley edit, but darn it, if it isn't a very, very, very nice edit of Goldcrest, you wouldn't really know.
He's talking about your map.
Except for the roads. And we're gonna put this in. Alfalfa with that. Yep. Except for the roads and the town. Yeah, BDP mentioned wished FS17 would have alfalfa. Now I was talking about certain Willow River Farms. Where you can cut it and put it into bunkers. Just drove through one of the covered wagons.
I've upgraded that where you can actually bale alfalfa now.
Is it speckled?
No, it calms down when it makes a good bale for them.
That's where that seeder doesn't use any seed at all.
You have it set for the helper to buy seed?
No, I'm watching Dare, and I think he started out. He's only used like 4% of his tank. I think the map author changed the seed consumption. I think he also changed the field yield. When you start harvesting, some stuff the yield's way low, but then when Klein planted clover in field 2, it took like almost 6,000 liters.
Took like the whole cedar.
Yeah. So I guess it just depends on the crop type.
So I'm filling this limpkin all the way full. Here's how much it's going to take. Alright. Is this direct seed, or am I going to have to cultivate? So we're about to find out. Oh, goody. I'll be right back, guys. There is the link to Willow River Farm. Yeah, like I said, I really like this this dirt. Alfalfa's going down at a nice little clip. It's like the base, the in-game crops barely use any seed, but the additive crops just suck it up, probably like normal.
I thought you were going to be driving that festival tractor.
That's what locked the server up, so I sold it.
We have a bunch of Milo.
Milo. Very good.
No. Ugh. Kind of broke my heart a little.
So Andrew, are you playing Oklahoma also? Probably are. I do like these billboards though, scattered around. Nice, nice touch. I think I'll bring out the Blackbird special for fertilize this alfalfa.
Big brood. You want me to bring you that, or I'm bringing a compost master, or a compost manure spreader full of compost. My gosh, I can't talk.
Does it, how fast does it go through it?
I don't know.
We could do that too. We could do the compost. Although probably is far more valuable sold in greenhouses than to be spread the money over the field.
Good point. That stuff's like black gold. Use the big brute.
Yeah, you have to sell the milk, and you can either sell milk, or you can take milk to a production, and the production will make cheese and homogenized milk, which you then can sell at a farmer's market kind of thing. There's a little apple orchard on there, and everything. So it's a pretty fun redo of Goldcrest Valley for sure. And I'll say if you go north to the northwest corner, you might find a mine that is full of very precious mineral. He's got on there an old abandoned barn farm, just really cool to explore. Once you find that. Hey, PS4 gaming. I don't know what to tell you there, bud. I don't have a PS4.
You're trying to be all cryptic.
Yeah. Just go out and say that it's yellow. You need 100 of them. It's like the Banco video where I kind of put the little round pointer at certain things and said you might want to check up there for something. For the gold.
So helpful. My favorite gold search was the one thing I did like on Welker Farms was the gold search.
Yeah, the little scavenger hunt.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fun. Then when you go ahead, Spectre.
So I'm playing on a map right now on single player where 17 of the gold nuggets are under the field plane, and you can't get to them.
It's kind of frustrating.
17.
It's in the teens. It's either 13 or 17. I can't remember, but it's a lot.
What map is that?
Canadian Ultimate.
Oh. Are you sure they're not just like on the absolute fringes of the map? You zoomed in and like, you know.
No, they're right in the middle of the field.
Oh. You know how to fix that?
Map editor.
It's even easier.
XML edit.
Yeah. Just fire up the XML and change the ones to zeros. Then go in your game save and give yourself $1 million and call it good. That'll get rid of the little dots on the map, and got your million. Collected all the nuggets you could get. It's not your fault that they're under the field. You can't go digging for them. Well, you'll have to go find out, BDP. That's part of the fun.
Soybeans on 44.
We're gonna need lots of milk, so sure. I'm gonna do an in pass. That'll make the turns easier.
I have a hard time calling that milk. You don't milk a soybean or an almond for that matter.
How about
squeeze it really hard like Superman?
How about, so at the dining hall last year, I saw some peanut-free peanut butter, and I looked at it, and I asked the director of dining services, I said, "Would you eat this?" She said, 4-letter word, no, because she's from New York. You can imagine what that word was. And I said, "Well, why do you have it out here then?" She's like, "For the people with peanut allergies." I was like, they have absolutely no unearthly idea what peanut butter tastes like. I can't imagine how awful this is. So, it's like what? Oh, hey Dakota. It's Mercury's been uploaded to Giants. And now it's just a matter of Giants testing it and releasing it. The only people that have any idea how long that's going to take is going to be Giants themselves. I can't tell you that it was uploaded just this week. And there's other maps like Shamrock Valley that was uploaded before Gamescom. And Gamescom, you know, was 2 weeks ago, and that's still in testing, or not even gone to testing yet. So it might be a while.
My wife has a gluten allergy, and we tried the gluten-free stuff, and that lasted about 3 weeks, and then she said, "I'll live with my side effects." Gluten-free bread is nasty.
I have not had a
Expensive.
fried peanut butter and jelly, no. There's a restaurant down here that serves gluten-free beer.
Huh?
Yeah. And occasionally the dining hall has like gluten-free pasta. It looks like molded mush. Looks awful.
The pasta's not too bad. The rice pastas and whatnot, just the bread is terrible. It's like eating cardboard.
Fried Snickers are good. I'm talking about. Has anyone ever had a fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I've had a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich.
It's just wrong.
Fried Snicker bars.
Fried Snickers. Something about that nougat. Snickers is awesome because of the nougat.
Fried Twinkies.
Fried turkeys.
Fried Hostess Twinkies. Yum.
I used to have a food trailer, travel around and do like festivals and fairs with my brother. We created fried starbursts.
Andrew says the Texas State Fair has deep fried butter. Is it like butter on a stick?
Deep fried starbursts are amazing.
Deep fried starbursts.
You take a starburst and you bread it in funnel cake mix and you deep fried it, and it's like a funnel cake that's full of this juicy, gooey, sweet stuff. It's so good.
Oh, okay. It's like you basically make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you put butter on the outside and you make it like a grilled cheese sandwich.
There's a restaurant
Not,
that's near
not
me.
like deep grease fried.
There's a restaurant that's near me. It's bar food. Their specialty, get this, is deep fried deviled eggs.
Oh wow.
Guess you don't go to the bathroom there.
That sounds like bar food.
They sell a ton of it. I've never had it, but and deviled eggs is one of those foods where if you get good ones, it's good, but most of it is just awful.
Oops.
It's like egg salad. You know, you get the egg salad at the gas station, and it's barely edible, and good homemade egg salad is yummy.
There's certain foods that you should never buy at a gas station. Anything that ends in salad is one classification. And anything that remotely sounds like sushi should never be bought at a gas station.
Well, wait a minute. You've got Wawa and Sheetz near you, right? Or one of them?
We got Sheets.
Their food's not bad.
No, they're made to order stuff's not bad. Deep fried Mars bars.
With Tim Hortons. I wonder if they'll ever get down here.
Just cookies, right?
Thought it was like Krispy Kremes, kinda.
It's just cookies and brownies and stuff. It's
What's
nothing spectacular. They make coffee. It's like Dunkin' Donuts.
It's Canadian, right?
Yeah. I go to Michigan usually once a year. A lot of family there, and they have a bunch of Tim Hortons, and they're like, "Oh, you got to go to Tim Hortons," and I go in there, and I'm like, "It's a cookie shop. Like, what's the big deal?"
Is it like the fascination with Chick-fil-A? Just serve fried chicken sandwiches. I don't get it.
I don't understand people's fascination with a lot of things. And I go out and people are like, what do you want to eat? I'm like, I don't care. They're like, no, really? I'm like, no, I really don't care. You guys pick, because I really don't care.
I try to order toward the end, and I usually have 3 or 4 things in my bucket list. Depending on what other people order, I might change up at the last minute.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, 2 people already ordered what I'm going to get. Okay, switch.
I've gotten to where a lot of times I don't even order, because with my 2 boys and my wife, they never finish their meal anyways.
Yeah.
Especially if we go to a restaurant. So I'm like, oh, I'll just take a glass of water. They're like, you're not going to eat? I'm like, oh, I'll get to eat. Don't worry.
Oh, I'll eat plenty. Don't worry. Hey, Bert. Went to Red Lobster the other day, and all the youngest kid was concerned about was the biscuits and French fries.
Oh, their garlic cheddar biscuits are awesome.
Alright, I'm going to take a load of straw up to the sawmill for fuel. That way we can just put logs in it.
I never get to go to Red Lobster because my wife is not a seafood person.
We usually go when they have the shrimp fest. We go for the crab fest. That's about it.
They serve chicken.
Yeah, but you don't understand. When your wife doesn't like seafood, everything they cook in their fryers tastes like fish. So.
Oh, okay.
Or so she says. We eat the hell out of Lone Star Steakhouse, so I can tell you that. Longhorn Steakhouse, rather.
Not Longhorn. It's good. Good restaurant.
It's darn good.
Is that the one where you toss peanuts on the floor?
No, that's
Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah. Longhorn's way better.
Agreed.
They have good cuts of meat for being a chain restaurant.
And it's reasonable too.
Yep.
I never get steak there though.
Alright, BDP, thanks for dropping by. Look forward to you coming back and maybe telling us what you thought of Willow River.
Hey guys, remember me? I like going next door and going to the Olive Garden.
To the other Darden restaurant?
Is that where they have that endless bowl of bread?
I got a hard. We got 5 in our family. Every time we go to Olive Garden, it's $125. It's a lot of money for spaghetti.
You know, we don't have an Olive Garden around here. Very close.
You're lucky. My wife loves Olive Garden. I'm like, yeah, but a spaghetti. I can make it at home for $10. Feed us and the neighbors at the same time.
Usually around here, Olive Garden and Red Lobster are right next door to each other, like Darren was saying. It's the same company that owns them. So.
It's interesting. He put in the color dirt, but he didn't change the distance texture color on the dirt. So if you zoom way out,
Yep, I noticed that.
The fields are dark when it goes to its distance color.
How's your project coming there, Mr. Klein?
Oh, it's pretty much stale.
I don't know where you'd find time to even ponder that. We heard from our buddy Rockhound.
Not recently. No. I'm sure he's been busy with his own project. You know, trying to maybe wrap it up. Maybe he's had a busy rush at work. I don't know.
How about our road train friend? Is he in your chat, maybe?
I haven't seen Silver Dragon in a long time. The last time he was having some issues, some medical issues, so maybe he's got those problems again. Tell you, Field 9 did not look very big on the map, but boy, is it!
Yeah, it looks like harvesting this field's going to take the whole stream.
It's a sizable deal. Wasn't 16 that I harvested. No, I didn't harvest 16. I harvested.
You did the peanut field.
Yeah, I did field 14, but I did another field before that with, or at least I finished it up. I don't know if it was 19. Finished up a field of wheat or something. Hey, DB. He says he's working on your new logo.
Awesome.
As a special present.
Awesome.
He asked me the other day if I could fix your logo, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" He gave me a graphic. I stuck it on the side of the truck, and I gave it to him. I was like, I didn't know it was broken. What's broken about it? He's like, it looks bad. Like, oh.
It does. It does. It's really low resolution. I got it from one of those business card sites.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if I paid for the business cards, it would have been better, but I didn't. I didn't know who he was at first, and he sent me this message on one of your posts. He says, "Can I fix your logo?" I'm like, "How'd you get my logo, and who are you?"
Yeah, he came in last week, and well, he's been around a while. But last week he was going to join us on the map, and he downloaded Mavericks mods by accident. He was like, "Okay, I got 2.1 of 2.2 gigs of mods," and I'm like, "What? More than that?"
Well, that's funny because I normally don't put personal stuff on. On servers, so that mod was in there by accident to begin with, so. But cool, I appreciate what he's done. Or what he's doing, or what he's done, or...
DB plowed field 10 right beside us the other day, he said. An hour.
Cool.
There's field 10 right there.
I think all these fields take at least an hour.
Yeah, I was saying that field 9 didn't look that big, but
It's
it's taking a while.
Well, I'm used to harvesters that move a little bit faster and hold a little bit more too, so.
Cable modems are where it is at. That's for sure. I upgraded our internet service. We've got cable, and basically I called him up one day and I said, hey.
I keep running these stop signs. I'm afraid I'm going to get tagged by a car one of these days.
I said, hey, I want to lower my bill. And
No, it's not illegal until you get caught, so.
And I ended up lowering my cable bill, adding some movie channels, and basically taking our internet from 25 megs down to 250 megs down. And like 5 megs up to 25 up or something like that. And still lowered my bill. So that was a pretty good day. The Kloss is back.
Somebody left an engine running in the Internationals.
The Kloss is back at the farm. It was...
Probably me.
I don't think it was by there. I picked it up and I planted field 2 in clover. Putting alfalfa in this field. And then I don't know what I'm. Oh, we're gonna spray this field with liquid fertilizer. So all of last stream, I was just driving a truck around the map. This stream, I'm just working here on field 9.
Still by field 1.
Turkey, ham, and seafood fry. That sounds really good, Bert. We do have crop destruction on, yes. Thanks for the sub. Garel Trosper. We are running crop destruction. We've got all of the 4-wheel modules in. He said, do you have chat that you can see, Spectre? He says he found a large 1334 by 900 pick of the green and white thing. Green and white thing is. Instead of the 300 by 250 one that you had. I guess he's going to put that in.
Cool.
So yeah, he was asking me if I could fix it. Like, I don't do graphics. I just took a logo and I slapped it on the truck. I'm not creative at all.
I'm not creative either, but I know where I can steal stuff.
Yeah, K-State, if you want to join us, you're free to join.
Remember that truck logo I was working on a long time ago with the diamonds and the, like, for the cargo pulls?
Lie if I say yes. I don't remember that.
That's what he's working on. I know I shared with you what I wanted to do, but I could never get it to work.
All you need to do is join the Discord. Link is in the description, K-State. And then there's an Oklahoma MP server channel. Just get the mods from the mod link that's pinned.
There's plenty of work for everybody.
Jump on in. We're going to have this up for at least a couple weeks. We'll leave it up until interest dies off, then we'll switch it. think this field is going to take just about all of this this seeder's worth. Darren's running out of liquid fertilizer.
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be cool if there was like a truck around or something that could run up here.
There's that farm just south of you, Darren. There's probably a refill point right there.
Alright, I'll hit that up. I think I have enough to finish this field. And I'm gonna bring it back to the farm.
It would be nice if we had a Cassell and Sons truck that could deliver liquid fertilizer to the field.
Cassell and Sons, huh?
Yeah, that was reference to a an early Willow River build that included a in the map. It included a liquid fertilizer truck that was branded, that basically had a fill trigger built into it, so you just rolled up to the field and you could fill anything with liquid fertilizer. It was really meant to fill those ammonia tanks.
Sounds like I gotta check that map out, huh?
What do you farm, K-State? Are you a dairy farm?
Nice map.
Agriculture? Well, obviously agriculture, but
yeah, it's still embedded
crops?
on that map. And I have it non-embedded, just hanging out on the desktop.
I've been playing Robillard lately.
What's that?
The Vermont with the octagon barn.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, you're talking about. I heard Robo Art. And I'm like, what game is that?
Robillard Farm, I guess.
Yeah. You got lots of those bugs worked out.
Absolutely. That's his first map too, I guess. I guess that can be expected.
Yeah, I mean it's all that production on your first map, but I mean, isn't Mavericks like the same situation?
Yep.
It's like first time out, you go for the Grand Slam.
I like the Mavericks map, you know I do, but I know he had a ton of help.
Wheat, soybeans, and corn. Okay. Cow calves.
I just can't stand
Okay,
map makers that don't support for stuff.
that's pretty cool.
Go and fix the bugs.
I know the Rollerbard guy. He came across. I think your initial impression of him was that he was a little short and a little crass. I think. Guess that's changed.
No, I don't remember. I've been talking to him a lot lately, so.
But at least if we're getting to the shorter parts of the field, won't be too much longer. Well, now I don't know if I'm going to get all this field fertilized or not before the end of the stream.
But I don't find them grass at all.
Yeah, you can jump in. We have, if you're in the Discord, you'll see we're in open streaming chat. So if you see anybody in either open channel, that's like a free invite to drop by. We've got some restricted voice channels that you may or may not see. So if you don't, well, you probably don't see it. So the restricted channels you don't see are obviously, you know, not open.
Howdy, howdy.
There he is. What's up?
My guess is he's either a Kansian or a Kentuckian.
No, actually, I hope so.
You might want to mute the stream if you haven't muted the stream. Start getting confusing.
Yeah.
Only the most advanced, like Raznik, both actually playing at the same time. Not get confused.
He's multi-talented.
Just used to ignoring things.
No, it's a March payday for everybody, so payroll done.
There he is.
Hey,
Hey, DB.
This carriage wagon bunker is working pretty good.
Is it? I was worried it might be too narrow at the top.
Oh,
Did you get it compacted up there?
I think it'll be good.
Have you ever heard of that? You ever heard of that game Hot Potato?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a like electronic Hot Potato game. It's kind of got a plush potato that has a little electronic thing in there that plays music. You toss it around until the music stops. So me and the kid were playing Hot Potato earlier, and whoever won the most games got a really special prize. It was a Monsters Inc. toothbrush. He was all excited.
Spare no expenses there at the Klein household, huh?
No way. He was all excited when, oh yeah, I hope I win this Monsters toothbrush.
Yeah, we have still have it like a box of prizes. And they're stuff that you order from like that Oriental Trading magazine. You know, it's like
Yeah.
the same stuff you get at the fair.
It's like $15 and you get 300
Okay.
prize chest.
There was a restaurant we used to go to as a kid that had one of those things. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was Howard Johnson's or something, or Ground Round or something like that.
That box has gotten more use than anything.
Hey,
else.
Cameron. Hey, Carl. He just went to the dentist the other day, and we take both of them to this dentist that specializes in kids. He's got, in the waiting room, he's got the biggest wooden train setup I have ever seen. Like, wraps around the waiting room. So the kids just go over there and play with these wood trains while they're waiting. And he's got, you know, TVs everywhere playing kids' movies for them to watch. And they bring out sunglasses and put sunglasses on the kids when they sit them in the chair with the big bright light. It's a pretty cool setup.
I wish they had dentists like that when I was a kid. I still have a horror fear of dentists.
But they've got some cavity kid program where, I mean, you have to go for like 3 straight. You have to have like 6 cavity-free visits, and then you get to pick a prize out of this prize closet. I mean, some of these prizes are pretty dang nice, but you figure it's got to go 3 straight years without any issues in order to get in there. That's
pretty rare.
That's a pretty good dedication there.
And the funny thing is, I'm sure that program is to encourage them to have good general hygiene and brush and floss and all that kind of stuff, but it's probably got more to do with genes than anything.
Yeah. I mean,
I had terrible dental hygiene as a kid, and I never had any cavities until I was like 45.
I've got a chipped tooth. Half of it chipped off about 2 years ago. The wife's like, "Oh man, that's just you're gonna have problems with that." Never had a cavity.
I have my front one, the latch pull down bar, like back in high school in the gym.
Oh.
A couple kids started fighting and swung that out of his way right as I was standing up, turned around, caught the handle right in my mouth.
Oh, that
knocked the broke the front tooth out.
It's awful. Hey, what's up, Carl? Hey, what's up, Jacob? That hurt. I banged my teeth on stuff before, and it's like, oh, that hurts.
I really didn't feel it. I mean, it was just, it happened so quick, and it was just, you know.
Oh, well, thanks.
Like getting punched in the mouth, really.
Thanks, Carl. We just like to come online and hang out.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Everyone's doing pretty good. Jacob's wondering how everybody's doing tonight.
Good. Good. How many donations have you got?
Oh, you and Darren.
Better than nothing.
It is. Probably be. I think it'll be regular as long as I remember to check the box. Figured out how to do the little scrolly thing on the stream. Hopefully it's not too annoying down there. No one's put this message in chat going, get this scrolly thing off, it's annoying. That's good to hear, Jacob.
Watching PBS.
What's on?
I used to love that TV show Nova that was always on PBS.
Yeah, it used to be good.
Yeah.
I used to watch This Old House.
Oh yeah. And then was it the Yankee Carpenter? What, I can't think of his name.
Norm Abrams.
Yankee Workshop.
Yeah, the Yankee Work. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
The only place you can get Monty Python and Faulty Towers.
is that Spectre in the orange Peterbilt?
Did any of you guys ever watch Orville?
Orville?
Yeah.
No.
Well, when he was talking about the hot potato, they play one of the aliens that are on their ship plays a version of that, and so they get the captain, which is Seth MacFarlane, to play it. He's like, "Oh well, this ain't so bad," blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, a freaking knife like shoots out the side of it, and stabs him through his hand. And when he said that, that's all I could think of.
So when the music stops, the knife blade just shoots
Pretty
out.
much.
Like,
yeah, you don't want to be the one holding it because you're getting stabbed.
Oh, Jacob, that's no good.
Yeah.
I've been working on this grass field for like 5 hours. I don't know why I started it.
Which one are you in?
Big hayfield.
F1?
I don't know. Whatever the one the shop icon is.
LR.
The big one. The biggest of them. I don't know. I don't know what yeah, F1.
Darren, the brewery's up north. You're missing it. If you ran up there to get a couple cases, you gotta go north. So I might have to watch Smokey and the Bandit this weekend as a commemorative.
Cannonball Run.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cannonball Run. That'd be the better one.
Cannonball Run.
I just downloaded that semi truck and the Trans Am and the semi for Smokey and the Bandit.
There we go. We should add those mods.
What's the one where he kept trying to commit suicide? Don DeLuise, is that the end or something like that?
The end. Yeah.
Oh, he did the Cannonball Run 2 or something was with Don DeLuise also.
Yep. Cannonball Run 2.
Captain Chaos.
Cause he was like the general. Oh no, he wasn't the general. That was
in Cannonball Run 2. Yeah, he was the general.
Okay.
Burt Reynolds was.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you had you had all kinds of stars on it.
Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw.
It's like you didn't watch the movie for the storyline. You just watched the movie for all the stars.
Roger Moore, Farrah Fawcett. God,
Hey Anders, what's up?
yeah, Stroke Race. And there's a bunch of tiny parts by people that were famous back then. I can't remember why.
We're just hanging out, just chatting it up, playing on some.
Oh, if you guys remember, he used to play in. He used to star in Gunsmoke.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then wasn't he on what was the TV show? Oh, Hawk, was it? I can't.
Yeah. 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 We actually got to meet him down there in Dodge City, Kansas. They had a big. What was it? 2 years ago, they had a big get together for Gunsmoke down there in Dodge City.
Oh, I'm congested.
The rest of the surviving.
My nose is all stuffed up.
Got to show up. They had it up at convention center at casino.
I may be way off base, but he doesn't strike me as the kind of guy that usually used to his adoring fans.
Actually, oh yeah. Yeah, real nice.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
He had a lot of women trouble, but
And he had a lot of women trouble. That's no.
from what I could read, they said there wasn't a better guy just to hang out with.
No, he was just down to earth. I mean, he sat there, and you could tell even 2 years ago, you could tell his health wasn't really shit then. I mean, you know, for the poop. He just sat there until the last person. He signed every autograph.
I thought this field was flat, but it's got
Shook everybody's hand and took pictures.
It's got an
whatever.
arc to it.
You know, a guy who turned out to be way worse than what I thought was Randy Travis.
Oh, really?
He is not nice in person in public.
That's kind of a
He,
surprise.
when I lived down in Texas, he was just there on the north side of Fort Worth. I lived in Dallas, not far, I lived south of him basically, and I was taking the girlfriend to work one day at the Radio Shack up in Plano, and we drove by a wreck. We didn't think nothing of it. Well, then we watched the news that night, and apparently he was hammered. I mean, like completely drunk, way above limit, and rolled his truck there, and then went to the gas station across the street to buy a pack of cigarettes and do whatever. But they said he was naked, doing that. And then he showed up at the church of his ex-girlfriend's the next day, and yeah, just anytime you come in contact with him, he was just like a train wreck.
Yeah, I was gonna say he became a pretty bad alcoholic.
But yeah, completely different than what I was ever expecting for him to be.
Oh, well, thanks, Anders. I tried to do my best on that. Had to do some retakes.
Interactions with famous people.
Well, the big celebrity around here is Robert Duvall. He's got a house not too far from me, but about an hour and a half away. And he frequents an outdoor factory outlet shopping mall. I know a couple of people that have seen him there on more than one occasion, and I hear that he's doesn't have any tolerance for his fans. People just kind of avoid him and know it.
Well, I mean, he chose that life, and so when you become famous, the way I look at it,
Well, thanks for the
chose
sub,
that
Carl.
life, so that comes, you became an A-lister, so.
Yep. It's like when a cop gets mad that somebody shot at him. I mean, it comes with the job, right?
Well, it does.
No, I'm going to be really honest with you. I can see why people be short-tempered, because autograph seekers and fans can be jerks. I mean, come on.
Well,
Leave the guy alone and let him enjoy his Saturday.
exactly. That was my whole point. I mean, it's funny what you said about a cop. I mean, half of my family is law enforcement. So, I mean, you're right. They put the badge on, but they don't put the badge on and shot at.
No, I'm a nurse. And I love it when these new nurses they get mad because they have to clean somebody's poop. I'm like, you took the job knowing what it was.
Exactly.
Why are you acting surprised?
Oh. One of the cooler ones I ever met was Emmett Smith. I met him at a 7-Eleven, and it was kind of funny because it was just me and this short black dude making fun of this chick trying to pay with her EBT card, and I had no clue who he was because I'm not a sports fan. I don't watch anything but like UFC. So I get out to the car, and the girlfriend's like, "Oh my God, you know who that was?" I'm like, "Some short black dude," and she's like, "No, that was Emmett Smith." And I was like, "No," and I turned around, and he's over there, standing outside his car, signing autographs, taking pictures. I was like, "God, never knew it though, the entire time." He was probably one of the cooler ones.
My brother used to manage a bar, and I was picking him, not a bar, but a bowling alley, and I picked him up after work one day, and he's got the bowling alley closed, and he's playing pool with Doug Flutie by himself. He's a great guy. By far the most down-to-earth guy I've ever met.
How did I ruin this tractor?
Same way as Neil McCoy. Gotta meet him first. Actually, we own his cattle. Talk about a down-to-earth guy.
My mom used to live next door to the guy who runs the
Hey, Black Eagle.
Charitable Foundation. The
What's
former,
up?
Green Bay Packer guy. He's pretty down to earth too.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many of them are.
I say I never interact with famous people, but I interact with Farmer Klein all the time.
I was waiting for that suck up.
I hear you. I hear you.
I was waiting for that. Well, these guys, it probably makes their day to interact with people, and they're not all swooning over them. It's like that exchange you had at the gas station with Emmett. He's I just had an actual normal conversation with some dude. I don't think he had a clue who I was.
Yeah, that's kind of
like, you made my day, man.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
I'm liking Oklahoma. It's big. Big, got lots of production. It's definitely a multiplayer map.
McIntyre's ranch probably 12 times. Out of the 12 times, she's probably been there, what, 8?
8. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go near her.
You know, and, you know, but it's business to me. I mean, it's...
Not with Reba.
Down to earth lady.
She has a giant hospital there in Denison, Texas.
Yeah, she does.
That was a kind of a cool thing. We got to see that being built and the whole commemorative thing for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the map a lot.
Down there in Arizona.
Hopefully the folks on the map are enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think my two of the most famous ones that are personal to me, other than Rob Zombie when Halloween, the movie, when he did the Halloween movie, when it came out, I got to meet him and the dude that played Michael Myers. They were at some UFC event, and then oh crap, I forgot the other one now. I can't think of the other one now. I forgot.
Yeah, we've
Rob
pretty much
Zombie,
we pretty much gave up on Hoff.
Time of the season.
Really, lots of folks kind of just lost interest in it, and
trees.
the server was
I literally ran
was,
into Bill Cosby in Atlantic City, but
was a lot
heading-
emptier than ever
heading
full.
back
So
Trying to slip you something in your drink?
yeah, it's not so cool to mention that anymore. So
No.
now I just gotta sell for to buy a new farmer kind.
The only one that ever annoyed me, and I didn't get to meet him, was freaking ex-president Bush Jr. We were sitting on Preston Road, and the freaking Secret Service stopped the road so his motorcade could come out of their little gated-in community. The most annoying thing ever.
Yeah, they do that for everybody, though.
Oh, yeah.
the yeah, it's 1.7 gigs. The map is. It's just small enough to actually work on a server. We're almost done the field. Sweet.
Whether it's cleared.
Hey, I got that field whacked. My question is, what are you gonna do with all the alfalfa?
Hoping well, I'm thinking when we mow it, it'll turn to grass. If it is, then we can slam it in some bunkers. I think that's what the crop mowing mod does. It basically whatever you cut turns to grass.
Or straw.
I don't know. We'll find out. It's all about exploration. That's why we play the map, right? No, we didn't put any DLCs in, so it is as accommodating as possible for anybody that wants to come in and play.
We can play it together.
We do have some big equipment. We do have some big mods in, but not the Big Bud DLC.
These trees are very big.
I see you found another Tribine video, huh?
Yeah, it was a recommended video in YouTube, so I watched it and I said, oh, I know Spectre would enjoy it, so I put there for you.
You talking about that Tribine combine?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made right down there in that 45 miles.
Yeah, I'm liking this big
How
map.
are they doing? Are they selling many of those things?
Yeah, it's big old 4X map. Lots of these field sizes are are
They just had a
deceptively big.
prototype up at Boone, Iowa, 2 weeks ago, and there's the big farm show that they have every year in Boone, Iowa, and they had the corn head on it, big corn with it, and the new autonomous Case IH combine that'll be coming out in 2019 outperformed them all.
All right, we'll look forward to it.
They were picking
Black Eagle.
almost 185 bushel corn dry land. They were on 24 row header on 20-inch rows. And Case IH was picking it. Wasn't even grunt. Picking at 6.5 miles an hour.
It's a big hitter.
He was flat and flawed. Yeah, we went up. But yeah, they're made right there.
Yeah, they are big packs. They
They've
are
been
big DLCs.
Working on that setup. For 5-6 years. They've had some out. Yes, but I mean, hell, they won close to $750,000 for that damn machine. If you buy it outright, it's going to cost you close to $750,000.
Which are we talking about now? Tribine or?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cheap. I mean, it's got a good concept, but it's not really made for the Midwest. I mean, it needs to be.
You bring some over here, Darren.
It really needs to go up in the big sky.
We got some 9 RTs in here, some 8Rs.
Over here. Well, let's talk to Darren here. Good.
It doesn't like going up and over terraces.
Like flat.
No, a terrace. See, right here in the Midwest, see, like right here, even right this map right here, these fields should have terraces in them if they would have made them right.
Is that K-State talking?
Yeah. Yep, that's me talking.
Yeah, nothing like the good old terraces up here.
That's right. And
So you're familiar with the concrete tiles out in the middle of the field? You know how you pop over a terrace and then they kind of dip down and there's that concrete tile?
All right.
I hit one of those head on one night.
Not
the funnest moment.
no, it wouldn't have been.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a drainage tile.
Yeah, he's like the first one that's ever heard of it, and I guess they're only up in this area. I live like right off the Missouri River bottom, so.
Okay.
Which.
Yeah, you'll have
when it
more
floods,
up
it
there.
floods up here.
Yeah, they're more used for drainage tiles, but here, no, we don't have. We just got the regular waterways. You know, they dip out into the water. Trying to think what map I was just playing on here. Let me look on my desktop real quick.
See, that's the big problem I have with a lot of maps is that UMRV is pretty much the only map I've seen that's got like the ditches and like we have up here.
And Mill Creek's got some terraces.
Yeah, that's a terrace.
Oh,
okay?
we call them culverts.
Well, that's a big difference between a culvert and terrace. Culverts are
Yeah.
actually like prime example. You're coming in like here. he gets to the next entrance to a field off this main road, and you got a ditch, you got a piece of pipe going underneath the road. That's a culvert.
I'm trying to picture what you're calling a terrace then.
Terrace is like a stair-stepped.
Field that's on a hill.
Yeah, it's like flat, and then it just drops some amount of feet, and then it's flat, and then it just drops again.
Like a grass front or a grass face to it.
Here, let me see if I can.
So yeah, No Creek, because Kerbo did a video recently. I don't know if y'all have seen his videos, but he did a video recently where he was mowing one of the fields, one of the grass fields on No Creek, and it was terraced. So he would do the top terrace, and then he kind of would ink across, scooch across the drop down to the next lowest level, and kind of mow and bale that one, and move down again.
I don't remember any terraces on UMRV. There were square fields that had streams running through them, and you had to do the fields in like halves. But I don't remember.
No, I'm talking about the ditches. I'm talking about the ditches of UMRV. Like when you're driving down the road and you got the nice big ditches off to the sides.
Where you need a culvert to get across it to get onto the field or something like that? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and you cross over the culvert to get up to the field. And then the way the fields are actually like that. How they're, oh man, like field 24 and 22
Crayons.
and 25 on that one. It's right if you cross the highway from the cattle farm headed towards the ethanol plant. That road there is very, very picturesque of like the area I live in.
And you're in Texas, you said?
No, I'm in Nebraska now.
Oh, okay.
Now, when I was in Texas, literally the map, Northwest Texas, is based off the 287 highway, just north of 35 and 635, and that was like literally like 8 miles to the west of where I live. That highway 287.
Well, I grew up in Illinois, outside of Chicago, and that UMRV is the closest thing I've seen to where I'm at, or where I grew
Really?
up.
I just posted in screenshots. That's a terrace. That's actually one of my fields. That's a terrace.
Hey, Spectre, do you have a preference on like a font? Is there any specific font you like?
I just tried to match the one that's on the logo.
Well, do you still want to match the one that's on the logo?
Yeah, and I don't know what font it is, but I just kind of...
I think it's called Lady Fingers.
Lady Fingers? Oh, you're in luck. I actually had that. Do you want it in bold or italic?
Yeah, whatever looks good.
Yeah, this is the customized Big Brute.
I was thinking Sacred Hertz looks good.
Stuck the
that might be a little too heavy metal for you.
I stuck the Blackbird logo on it,
or whatever that's called.
And then I forgot how to spell his freaking name. Hertz, H-E-R-T-Z. Okay, there.
Yep, haven't heard of that one.
O-R. Man, I spelled it E-R.
Lady Fingers is a real font.
No, it's not.
No.
Anything but papyrus. Probably the most overused.
And most annoying.
I'd say overused. I don't know that it's annoying, but
he's talking about Blackbird.
At the Big Brute.
Yeah.
Blackbird special. Like papyrus.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Oh yeah, that one.
It's on all my thumbnails. Of
That
map
one's
videos.
ugly, dude.
There's a hunting stand up there in the woods, Darren.
No, I didn't play Welker
Sit
Farms.
for a while.
Let's see what chat says. What font we should use for Spectre's new logo.
Suppose I gotta open up client stream, huh?
I don't know. They hear us, right?
Oh yeah, they hear.
Yeah.
Yes, it does, Anders. That's a great map. I play that daily.
Don't play it with seasons though. They got it screwed up.
Yeah, I don't play that with seasons at all because it's horrible. But it's a
It's a good map overall, but I mean, it's just that the unload point over at the side at the bends.
Here's our tweaked big brute.
Tweet.
Tweaked. Managed to stick a different logo on the side of it.
Gotcha.
I had no idea you used Papyrus when I said that.
I actually
see it now.
It actually will spray at 12.5 mile an hour. That's what we normally spray out here.
What animals are you talking about, Anders? The cows and the sheep are at the, or the cows and the pigs are at the main farm.
No, he's talking about on Welker's map.
Oh.
No animals.
There's
Chickens.
no animal. Welker's
There chickens?
Chickens.
Yeah.
He's just running around, yeah.
Ooh.
There's a dog in the back.
Yeah, there's a dog.
Since you don't like that Papyrus one, I'm going to pick Pristina, which is just a toned down version of the Papyrus.
I got a load of trees. We're making tables. Tim's making some tables.
That's fine. That's fine, Jacob.
Well, since you're running that sprayer, have you seen that sprayer add-on?
Yeah, I like it. Though I can't figure out how to mod a. I'm not going to try to mod a modded sprayer. I just use it with the coon stuff usually.
Well, that or use the it's the New Holland.
Yeah, the built-in stuff.
No, he's got one that he's already modded, and it comes with the pack. It's the New Holland, and the big 36-foot boom. That thing works slicker than snot. I just like when you're turning right there, it would just shut off.
Yep.
Love it.
That font you use, Spectre, is actually called Mongolian.
Oh, it's Mongolian. Say.
I'm gonna say it's one of those sans serif, whatever that is, things. I thought it was. Thought it started with an S. I can't remember.
Nah, it's like 4 up from that.
I had his deal.
I don't know. So many of those fonts look the same.
Yeah, my sans serif's all messed up, so we're not doing that one.
So you guys ready for 19?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we approved that a long time ago.
We're making board pallets.
Ooh. Man, somebody's playing with my Scorpion King, huh?
Get you to it.
I don't know what you use wood chips for, but we're making these down there by the tables also.
Did you load that up?
Yep.
There's a wood chip over there, and then there's another one down by the compost master. There's a wood chipper.
Put chips in the compost master.
Yep.
Or you can, for fuel for the sawmill up there. It makes its own wood chips, so it kind of fuels itself once you get her fired up.
I filled it with straw to start. So.
I guess Dasnet's gonna take a break from making maps. Not gonna finish that map he was working on.
Wasn't he working on a 16x version of his Pleasant
yes.
Valley?
Yes.
When you get all those freaking factories built and fired up running, I can barely get the 4x map to stay alive.
I know it.
I think I only made it. I didn't make it to the fuel factory. It was just way too much keeping, even with course play, because you had to use course play, or you just couldn't handle it by yourself.
No, you know, I mean, I loved his concept. You know, especially back in 15, where you actually had to go build the factories. You had to haul the lumber, you had to haul the concrete, you had to haul the gravel, you had to haul everything up to them. You know, that was fun. And we played the crap out of that online. And, but, you know, then when 17 come out, it was just, it's like he said too, a lot of it was the scripting. You know, it's well, everything's scripted, and there was no way around it. So I used to watch a lot of his live streams when he would that night. Yeah. He said he wasn't gonna finish it.
Yeah, that was Anders. That's been a, I guess, a common
converted over when 19 comes out.
Common complaint related to
As long
Welkers.
as that,
it's just the lack of animals.
Goodness, I can't even think. Was it Big Daddy did the conversion on the semi trailers, and the other ones, so it ain't just that ugly white box.
Right. Right. Yeah, I got his trailer. Latest one.
Yeah, those were some nice pictures.
Yeah. They'd work good on this. They'd work good here too on this map if you guys are picking up pallets and shit like that. You just gotta make sure you just don't pick them up off the. You gotta push them off the spawn point.
Yeah.
Hey, Spectre, or can you look in Discord on the screenshots?
That looks fancy.
Looks good.
Alright, I got all the wood stuff going except for the sawmill because it needs diesel fuel.
I like the shadows around the, that's neat.
Yeah, we got the latest road train in that picks up cotton bales.
I love the road train.
It apparently also picks up those big straw harvest bales, round bales.
Oh. I think the original font I used was Garamond, but that's that looks nice.
It's called what?
Garamond.
Garamond. I don't have it.
Yeah, Anders, it was to model the area as realistic as possible.
That's good. I like this.
Around their actual farming. So yeah, that's why there aren't animals there.
There's a bunch of there's corn in 4, Klein. If you ever want to chop it.
Chop it.
So when I was looking to rebuild this image,
oh my gosh,
I was using TinyEye reverse image looking up. Dude, this was sending me to like some Bangkok websites for farm equipment that had actually their logo on it. And I'm like, what in the heck? So I changed the tractor out. That's not the same tractor as the original. Just to make you look different. So if anybody tries to search you, it comes up as your own.
All right, later, Gators. It's been a long day.
Night, Darren.
Cool. I like how you made that moon have like a shadow line above the clouds and whatnot. That's cool.
I want it to, I don't know, I want it to pop off the truck. what I'm hoping for.
Yeah,
Anders.
that looks great.
13 isn't. You should see field 6, Anders.
Yeah, 6 is all. 6 should be like 6 field.
100 fields. How many hectares was it?
It's on its own now. I don't know.
I mean, it's a kilometer by itself.
6 and 13 are it's too big. 50's on the fringe of being too big.
Okay, so that.
All right, guys. Well, I'm about to
Darren went to bed.
kill the stream.
I've only got like 15 layers in here.
I'm gonna go to bed here very soon. Just like Darren
15
checked out.
layers?
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and we'll be back tomorrow night on
I'm going to get some
South
compost
Mountain
for the
Creamery.
greenhouses.
It won't
Until
have
next
it
time.
now. I've just got it down to
Happy
1.3
farming.
now.